It's bright out.
It's actually, this is just a fashion standard, so it's even thinner. So here's one of our ballistic lenses.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, so that's the difference between the two. I mean, you can make it to the minimum, or you can make it to where it's gonna really work well.
That's pretty cool. What was that, a 2-pound sledgehammer?
3.
3-pound sledgehammer.
3-pound sledge. Drop this from, this is same material, but it's made to fashion thickness.
It did it. All right, so we're out at Sports Optical, Tactical RX. Ooh, you're making that I'm now on camera face. See that?
I'll go back and forth and back and forth.
Who are you?
I'm Brett from Tactical RX in Denver, Colorado. Been making glasses for about 30 years.
So this store that we're standing in right now, Kanan's got the camera behind me kind of panning around this cool store. You guys, you make glasses, you make lenses. What do you do?
Yes. Mostly we're a custom lens manufacturer.
So all the stuff that we see like around us, all the lenses and stuff, you make custom lenses for?
Yes.
What makes that different than, I don't know, all the places that we see
well,
advertised
let's
on
say
TV?
you go to Lens Crafters or Walmart, right?
Okay.
They're all pretty much the same big corporations. So you go there, you get all the same stuff. And they're all about, you know, they got to make their percentages. That's what they work on. We want the glasses to work as well as they possibly can. You know, we want you to see. That's the ultimate goal, is you want to see really, really well.
So can I not get glasses from Lens Crafters that help me see?
Well, you can get glasses from Lens Crafters that help you see, but you can't get like the curved sport lenses that we make. You can get something that looks similar, but as far as the vision and the safety goes on top of that, you're not getting the same product.
So you kind of pioneered a method of making sports lenses, safety lenses that other companies don't do.
Yeah. So I got into the business. I went to school in 1991. I used my GI Bill to go to opticianry school.
Oh, you're a veteran.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You were in the Army?
I was in the Army, 12B, combat engineer. I've always done sports and always worn glasses, but they never really had any solutions for that. It was, you wear your regular glasses, or they say wear contacts. So I decided that I'd just go to school for this, and with this in mind, this is what I wanted to do. About halfway through school, I was trying to actually get some glasses made, some curved sport glasses made, and the laboratory says we can't do that. And I said, why? And they said, well, because you'll feel like you're in a fishbowl, and the vision won't be good, and you'll be disoriented. And I checked with 5 or 6 different laboratories about making these for me. And every single one of them said it can't be done, it's impossible, it doesn't work. Well, after I graduated from school, I started working on the project, and after 3 or 4 years of trying thousands of lenses on myself and my friends, I finally figured out how to make it work.
So you just ground lens after lens after lens?
Like, this is better, this is worse, go the other direction.
Sure.
And then, once it worked, then they started hitting, they started getting out there, people started hearing about us. So eventually, Oakley saw that it could be done, so of course they want to copy it. So they'd make them, but they're not quite as good. They don't know what I do. No one knows exactly how we make the lenses. So now in today's world, and that was 25 years ago, we've been in business for 30 years. Today's world, you can walk into a Lens Crafters and get a prescription pair of Oakleys. Yeah. But it's not the same. The vision's not the same. They've got marketing that says, they use this technology and that technology. Well, there's a lot of marketing BS out there. There's a lot of over-engineering. Just because something costs more to make or costs you more to buy doesn't mean you see any better out of it. When it comes right down to it, when you put the glasses on, you see well, they're in the frame correctly, that's what you really want. Mm-hmm. So our store, we have sunglasses, safety glasses, fashion glasses, a lot of fashion glasses. It's just a large variety, because you can get regular glasses anywhere. You get the same glasses everywhere you go. I go do the buying. I go to Milan. I just got back from Milan.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah,
Just got
fancy.
back from Milan.
I did. The food is awesome over there.
So the reason I found you was because I need to protect my eyes as a shooter. That's like the main reason I found you. So you do all kinds of sports stuff back here.
Exactly. 75% of our floor space is fashion, but 75% of our business is sports glasses.
So a person could call you, they could already have their prescription from their eye doc, and they could get anything from these ladies' sunglasses to something like you or Kanan or Eyewear as an everyday.
Yes, but mostly, you know, we do prescription shooting and safety glasses.
So let's see some of that stuff.
So that's over here. We have our Tactical RX. It's our own line of glasses. I can't say that they make glasses for all the other big boys, so I won't. But it's the best. I use the best factory to do my manufacturing possible. So we have the highest standards we can get as far as safety.
These are all like ANSI and all that jazz.
Yeah, ANSI and ballistic. We carry Wiley X. We carry Magpul. We carry Randolph Engineering.
I didn't even know Magpul had a glasses line.
Yeah.
So if somebody's partial to the Wiley X or the Magpul or Oakley or one of those other frame brands, you put your high-tech lenses into those cool frames.
Yes. We've developed processes of doing that. Actually, we have Oakleys right now. You know, the big shields, the one-piece lens. We actually put the prescriptions in those.
Do you have something you can show us what we're talking about?
Yeah. It's right over here. Once again, one of those things that's impossible. It can't be done.
Impossible. Can't be done.
Can't be done. So this is my prescription. And it's a one-piece shield with the prescription in it. I actually showed these to the head optical guy at Oakley at the trade show. I said, I'm only showing you these because I know you can't make them.
What'd they say?
He just smiled. He's probably been working on it for the last 2 years.
Why don't you just go work for Oakley?
I don't know. I like working for myself.
So, of course, you're not going to give the secrets away, but you're going to make some lenses for me today, and we're going to get to see a little bit of that process, right?
Yeah, and we're just making you your fashion lenses.
Fashion, but we're going to use something that's got a little bit of impact protection.
Yeah, we're using a polycarbonate lens, so it's not unbreakable, but it's almost unbreakable. You can hit it with a hammer. We can go do that later if you want to do that.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah, we'll take your old lenses. We'll take some other lenses. We'll check it out.
All right, cool. All right, so what are we doing right now?
I'm going to take your pupillary distance and your fading height. So a lot of places will give you your PD or your pupillary distance.
That's the distance per
It's
pupil.
the distance between your eyes in millimeters.
Okay.
And it should not change after you're an adult. It's like your shoe size. It's just what it is.
My eyes aren't going to grow farther apart.
No, unless you're in a bad accident, then they could actually move. They could move. All right, so square your shoulders to me, this way.
This way.
All right. Now, you're doing that camera face thing.
I'm looking to see if we're in the frame.
All right, look right there, please. And then look right here. All right, excellent. So in a lighter prescription, the height really doesn't matter too much because we won't get that much prism going on. But once you get any power in there whatsoever, not only do you want your pupillary distance to be correct, but you want the up and down to be correct because you'll get some pulling down. You don't notice it.
What's pulling down mean?
Your eye pulls. The optics are in the wrong spot and it'll actually pull on your eye.
Okay.
It'll cause fatigue.
So why don't they do this at like lens crafters or your regular optometrist? Why aren't they taking a marker and
The marker?
Yeah.
Oh, they got the new machines that are supposedly better.
Well, you've got all kinds of fancy stuff. Why
I got
don't
all
you
kinds
use
of
a
fancy
machine?
stuff. I haven't found the new machine that's accurate yet.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, if I could have a new machine where I could snap a pic and get all the measurements, I would. But I go to the trade shows and I said, all right, let's do this. They take a pic, they go, all right, your PD is this, your height's this, and I go do it again. And then they take it and it's 5 millimeters different.
Okay.
It's not repeatable.
I see.
So we want you to see as well as you can.
I like that.
You know, people are like, how accurate is that? Well, when you're writing on a piece of paper and you dot your eye, you ever miss?
Right, yeah.
Not by much.
Right.
It's
Unless I'm drinking and writing.
Right. Yeah, I try not to do that.
Okay, so now what? What's the next step in this process?
Well, now we're going to go, we have your prescription. We have to mark up your lenses, and I can show you how to do that.
Okay.
And then Ian, my son, who's the lab manager, he will make these for you.
Let's do it.
So, yeah. Here's Ian.
Hey, Ian. Out here in the plastic. So how do you figure out what shape the lens is? I mean, you're not like, do you got like a database of all these frames that you?
For the ones that we program, yes, I have a bunch of frames saved here. But for these ones, I don't have them saved because we don't cut too many of these same regular eyeglasses. So I would pop the lenses out, and this machine here takes a picture of the lens and then sends that into this machine, and then I can adjust the shape from there.
So the old Shape Finder 2.0.
Yes.
And then the 2.0 feeds into the old Easy Fit 1000. I added the 1000. You guys are like, wait a minute.
It is the 1000.
Is it really?
No. It's the first
It's like the Easy Fit 5 or something like that. Yeah.
See this sticker?
Tool hazard. Fingers, don't cut your fingers off.
Right. So at the trade show, he's asking a question. Ian sticks his hand in there, the thing comes down.
Yeah, it almost
The guy
got me.
laughed. He goes, "Oh, it won't hurt you."
So this machine makes it so I can get a straight line on the lenses.
So
when
what
I
happens
take
if you don't have a lens to match?
My job gets a little harder.
Okay.
Sometimes I have another machine that can trace the inside of the frame, and then that can create a lens that I can take a picture of and make into the big machine again. Or if we don't have that, where I can just draw as best as I can on a piece of paper the size of the lens and then take a picture of that, and then that takes a lot of adjusting to make it perfect.
I see.
So it's much better if I have the lens.
And sometimes he just has me make them by hand on the machine. The old school way.
Oh, really? Where you're like a dentist grinding till it
Yeah.
fits?
Just
Or a jeweler?
the hard ones. He does most of the hard work.
No, it's mostly just the annoying ones where he's like, "Oh yeah, we can make that." I'm like, "No, I don't want to make that."
Oh, where
Why
somebody
do you-"
comes in.
Yeah.
I go, just give it to me. I'll make it by hand.
When you have like somebody with an old set of frames that you
Yeah,
have
the
That's what it
frame's
is.
like about to fall apart. I'm gonna spend 3 hours on lenses for me to put it in there and it just breaks.
$740 and we'll make them for you, kind of thing.
Exactly.
Actually, it's funny that you say that because we have
There's-
certain ones that are super, super hard to make, but we have made them. It's possible.
What are you doing?
Now I'm finding where the prescription is in the lens
And the axis.
and making the dots on here so it lines up for where your eyeball sits in the glasses. And then you should be able to see.
Hopefully. Yes, some of them we don't want to make. And I go, "Oh, it's going to be $200 extra." And they're like, "No problem."
That's fine.
Shape Finder 2.0.
Yes.
That's cool.
Then it slides shut, stays in there like a spaceship.
Kanan and I out here at Tactical RX. What do you think, nephew?
It's pretty nice machinery they got here.
And then if I was a magician, I'd slide it around and it'd be gone.
So 1930s, 1980s, and like 1960s.
Yeah, probably.
So an optometrist back in the day that was making your glasses would use these devices?
Yep.
Now, I have put the picture of the lens into this machine,
Okay, so that thing, the Shape Finder 2.0, spit it over to this thing?
into the blocker, which takes these little plastic blocks or chucks, and it will stick on the lens so that this machine can hold
Has
it.
some reference point of where to
Exactly, yes. And then I put
spinicate it.
where your eyeball sits inside of the lens. So right here you can see that it it sits right there.
So this is pretty critical when you line that little doodad
Yes.
up.
If this is not lined up right, you will not be able to see.
Please don't mess it up.
Do it without looking.
Can you?
No.
This trip that I'm on right now,
Yep.
we are doing some skiing. I put my ski goggles over my glasses, and that sucks.
It does, because it pushes your glasses right up against your face. It's super uncomfortable. It bends them up. It fogs really easy because they're right
Yeah,
on
they
your
fog.
face.
So what's your
Yep.
solution?
So our solution is we use these inserts here, which pop right into the goggle.
Little sticky pads. Get it all sticked up.
Little robot arm.
And then, so now it's onto the big screen where I can make the last adjustments if I needed to change the edge for any reason or make it bigger or smaller.
How would you know?
It depends on what glasses we're doing. If we're doing a sports frame, I would make the edge fit into a sports frame. It just depends. Some of them are rimless on the bottom, like this one that I was doing.
What you got? Oh, I see. You
It
got
needs a groove to sit inside the metal frame
Mm-hmm.
instead of it sitting in the frame. It's kind of hugging the frame. All right, let's see.
the lens is there, and these just kind of pop into the inside. So that's like any goggle, they fit.
Just about, yeah. So the benefit of that is you're not beating up your glasses because there's no temples or anything. A really big benefit is it sits against the front of the goggle and not against your face. So you get the airflow, and then you don't have fogging issues.
That's cool.
So they're more comfortable, they're safer, and they fog less.
A little bigger. It's better to go bigger than it is to cut small. You could always cut down.
So somebody could send you their prescription,
Yep.
and these show up in the mail at their house if they don't
Yeah.
live here in Denver.
And if they have tactical goggles that they use for, they're on the SWAT team or they play airsoft or whatever, those also fit in tactical goggles. So
Does this wear out, you think?
no,
No.
never seen one break.
Ta-da! Now it is cut to the shape.
That's cool, man.
So it's a little too big, so I gotta cut it down a little
How do you
more.
do it?
You just trim it down. Like I said, it's better to cut it too big than too small. No adding more lens on.
Right. So what do you just put it back in there and tell it like take off 10 thousandths or something? You just,
Yeah, I can go down to the 1,000th of a millimeter.
wow.
I told it to take off 0.2 millimeters.
You're making goggles?
I'm making goggle inserts for Canon. Trying to.
So now you do some test fitting.
Yep, a little too big. Doesn't want to squeeze in there.
So just like you assumed.
Yep. Sometimes you're surprised and the left one squeezes right in.
Or it's too small.
So now you tell it, you just hit the little like take a little bit more off button.
Yep, we'll take 0.2 millimeters off the x-axis and this fancy button auto adjusts it since it's on a circle to go 0.14 millimeters. And we'll cut the lens again and test it again.
What you just did is kind of a learned thing, right? You've done it enough that you know.
Yes, it's a basic thing with glasses. You always cut it bigger and then take it down. So soon. Pop that one out, pop this one in, and the machine keeps going. Edge gets taken off.
Little handwork.
Yeah, this is old school craftsmanship here.
So that's like frickin' 5,000 grit or something?
Yeah, it's a lot. And then
Do
I
my
put the water
fingernails on
on
there?
top.
I could feel like I'm the guy at the theater, like Colonel Mustard in the library with the candlestick. So you finish doing what you're doing back here with the cutting, and you do some like kind of rough polishing and surfacing, but then somebody else does some final cleaning.
Yeah, so up front they will take off all the sticky stuff and make sure all the plastic is off, and then if it needs a polish, they'll put a polish, or if it needs a anti-reflective coating, we'll send it out for that if it already doesn't have it, or if it needs, what is it, the anti-fog for your inserts, they put it on up front.
Cool.
I cleaned off the excess grinding of the machine, did a little polish on there and cleaned them up, put them in the frame, made them look real nice. Try them out.
Oh, wow, man. So, like, do you do a celebratory Red Bull after every set of glasses?
Mm-hmm. Wow. Trying to get a Red Bull sponsorship, but they haven't responded to my emails.
It's a big difference when glasses are not scratched up and trashed.
There is.
That's cool, man.
So it should be the weakest of. This is not made to ballistic spec.
Where are you going to do it?
We'll do it right here.
You got him?
There we go.
Hold on one second.
Hold on. I gotta get my safety glasses. All right, safety glasses. All right, so this is made of our water white polycarbonate that we use. Oh, I hear a turbo. Here we go, burnout.
Is there going to be a burnout?
No, it sounds like he's about to stall. All right, so this is made of our water white polycarbonate. We make them to ballistic standards. Actually, this is just to fashion standards, so it's even thinner. So here's one of our ballistic lenses.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, so that's the difference between the two, which is why we make them to our specifications and not just the industry standard.
So are you saying like that's ballistic rated, but like you go industry standards and they're using sometimes that material that you just snapped in pieces?
Yeah. I mean, you can make it to the minimum, or you can make it to where it's going to really work well.
That's pretty cool. What was that, a 2-pound sledgehammer?
3.
3-pound sledgehammer.
3-pound sledge.
And that material.
And, you know, if we drop this from... Now let's try it on another. This is same material, but it's made to fashion thickness. And it'll probably hold up.
It did it. It's crazy. Is it kind of flexible? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, it is flexing some, yeah. Absorb some of the energy.
So the viewers understand what we're beating up. That's what we're carving into the lenses. So what we all just watched you do.
So we make them to we have them made to our specifications. So they come in these round forms, but they're made with your prescription, with the frame sizing and where your eyes sit in the frame in mind. So at that point, we have to rotate them 180 degrees to get the axis on, and then in and out and up and down. And everything needs to be perfect for it to work well.
I dig it. Hey, how do people find you?
TacticalRx.com or sportsoptical.com. We're located in Denver, just north of downtown, off of 58th and I-25.
So all the cool stuff we saw, if somebody has a prescription, they send it to you, they call you, you make all these glasses.
Yep.
Do you also work with an optometrist, or do you have them let you?
We occasionally have optometrists here. We have an optometrist lane. So if you need an eye exam, just give us a call. We'll try to get you scheduled in. Most people just bring us their eye prescription that they've already got.
So like me, I live 1,000 miles away. You can you just mail me the glasses.
Yeah.
Sports Optical and Tactical RX. Yeah, we have a code. It's CarryTrainer. This guy with a sweet porn stash is going to be making your glasses.
Are you making plans? I got no time for plans. Go.
Hey, you out there? Are you okay?
No response.
Okay. All right. Threat down. Okay, moving. Threat left. The guy's bleeding really bad out in front of you. Got it. Moving. Moving. Right here, Robbie. Contact right. Contact right. Bleeding real bad. Right leg. Doc, we got a heavy breather on the left side and a bullet wound in the chest.
Just got hit.
Time on the tourniquet, 1538. Contact middle.
All right, good job. Chest secure.
Chest secure.
Legs not bleeding anymore.
All right. We're good here. Are you guys good? Hey, this tourniquet failed. Why a tourniquet? Hey, I'm going up. Doc looks like he's hurt.
Left leg, left.
Doc, are you okay? I'm hurt. Got an injury left leg. Are you mobile? Not sure yet. Doc's coming. He's injured.
Red steel. Red steel.
Let's go. Moving. Hey, Dave. Moving. Contact right. Contact right.
Hand exercise. Hand exercise.